You're not creative enough to bring a product to life, then you may be creative in other aspects like getting the product out there and getting it in the hands of the consumer. Hi guys, it's Lami of Labeled by Lami. In this video, I am going to be sharing with you 5 fashion industry creative jobs that you can do if you don't want to be a fashion designer. So I've heard people say things like, I really like the fashion industry, I really love fashion, but I don't think I'm creative enough to be a fashion designer. Hello? You don't have to be a fashion designer to work in the fashion industry. You don't have to. There was a time I read an article and the writer actually said something about the fashion industry having 2 aspects of creativity. One being creativity with process and the other being creativity with product. And I think that actually makes sense, because if you're not creative enough to bring a product to life, then you may be creative in other aspects like getting the product out there and getting it in the hands of the consumer. So, and the fashion industry is actually a very large place that can accommodate as many people as possible. All you need to do is just bring your A game and have that hunger belief that, oh, I want to succeed at this. That's it, honestly. You don't actually have to be a fashion designer, which is actually why I am doing this video. So I am going to be sharing with you 5 job roles that you can explore in the fashion industry if you are not caught for draping, for following trend, for casting and all of that. If you're not caught for fashion designing generally, yeah. So number 1 on the list is fashion illustrator. If you can draw or paint, you can work in the fashion industry as a fashion illustrator. I tell you for free that some fashion designers actually do not know how to draw. Some can sketch roughly, they can do some rough sketch. I think I belong in this category too, because I'm not so much of a sketcher. I've registered for an illustration class, but I've not been able to follow through to the end. So right now I'm still a rookie. I just do rough sketches myself. So there are a lot of fashion designers in this category actually. They just do rough sketches, literally. It's easy to just do the rough sketches, but when it's time to define the concept, they most likely would employ a fashion illustrator to help them sketch and design the concept before they go ahead to do samples or prototypes. So if you know how to draw or paint, or you're artistic, you have eyes for details, colors and everything, you can be a fashion illustrator in the fashion industry. Second on the list is production manager. So as a production manager, your responsibility would actually be to oversee the whole production process and see that everything runs smoothly. You will be responsible for ensuring that materials are efficiently used. You will also be responsible for overseeing the whole sample making process and fittings, alterations, refitting, and the whole process of production, actually seeing that the tailors are working well, the factory is moving fine. Yeah, that would be your role if you think that this is a good fit for you. That would be your role, basically. Maybe deeper than that, but this is just so you have a general idea of what it feels like to be a production manager. The third on the list will be the quality controller. So as a quality controller, your job is a little bit closer to that of a production manager, just that this time you are ensuring that the garment or whatever product it is that you're working on is not below par, is up to the required standard, right? And and you would also oversee to the fact that before the products go out, they are well done, practically well done. So some of the parameters to check is, so this product doesn't have defects, no loose stitches, no hanging shreds, everything is okay, pattern and prints are perfectly placed, and all of that. The role of a quality controller is actually really important for any production company, because if a bad product goes out, right, and it gets into the hand of a consumer that is not so reasonable, that could actually hurt the brand image. The consumer is obviously going to drop a negative review that would hurt the brand in the long run, affect sales and all of that. So the role of a quality controller is actually really important. A quality controller must have eye for details, down to the most invisible things, actually the things that ordinary eyes can't see. The quality controller must see. Basically, the quality controller is the eye for the brand. Okay, so the first on the list would be the e-commerce manager. So it's a thing now that most stores are online, since COVID happened, everything's changed and everybody's online now doing their thing. So as an e-commerce manager, you would be in charge of fashion companies' online operations with their websites, their social media outlets. You will be in charge of the overall online business goal, the reach and all of that, because you're likely going to be in charge of the online business strategy to ensure that they reach their desired goal, which for most businesses is to acquire more customers and customer retention, basically. So this is just a surface, like I said earlier, this is just a surface description of the job roles. Definitely, if you're going into these job roles, you probably would, get deeper description, but this is just like an on the surface description, like, if you get what I mean. Okay, so the last on the list for me would be fashion styling, wardrobe stylist. So as a fashion stylist, you are in the business of curating looks and just putting looks together for the brand when it's time for, say, advertisement, print, media adverts, or basically just photo shoots. Okay, say you're working as a fashion stylist for a particular fashion brand, you have all their the products on the rack and you're curating looks, you're looking at, okay, what shoes will go with this, what earrings will go with this, what necklace, and all of those things, that brings up a style. So you're in charge of curating all of that. And sometimes it's not even about the fashion brands or the fashion companies or businesses. Sometimes it could be for public figures, celebrities that want to attend some sort of event and want to achieve some sort of look. So the fashion stylist also comes in there and assess the client's personality and conclude on, this is the kind of style that this person has, and then dress them accordingly. Truth is, most of the celebrities have their personal stylist or fashion stylist, wardrobe stylist, whatever it is they call them. They have them. Some actually do have personal stylists that help them curate their looks on a daily basis. So it's, for me personally, I feel like fashion styling is actually one really nice, interesting role to take. That's not to say it's not challenging, because I don't think there is any of these roles I have mentioned, no matter how simple it sounds, that doesn't have its own challenges. In summary, You do not have to be a fashion designer to work in the fashion industry. If you love the fashion industry that much, get into the fashion industry and explore other roles, some of which we've discussed in this video. You can explore being a fashion illustrator, or a production manager, or a quality controller, or an e-commerce manager, or a stylist, a model. So many actually. The fashion industry is big for everybody who is creative enough and has this dogged mindset to succeed. Next time you want to say, I think I'm not, no more complaints. If you love the fashion industry, you want to do fashion, just go for it. You don't have to be a fashion designer. So this is going to be the end of the vlog. But before I go, please do not forget to support this channel. I would always say that. Please like, subscribe, and drop your comment, thoughts, suggestion, everything in the comment section. I would respond to them as soon as I can. And till the next time you're going to be seeing my beautiful face. Have yourself some fabulous time. Bye.